completely agree with Commissioner O'Shan. We have worked extremely hard over the past 4.5 years to keep our expenses down. And we were not in the best position to be able to stop the recession. So the first year we were in, we did lower taxes. But as the second year came in and our reserve had to be used, we were not able to do that. We are now out of a $38 million hole in 1 year's time. We've raised our bond rating. We have not raised taxes. And we are working on all of the infrastructure that we need to do in this city. We have over 600 miles of pipes under the ground in this city, and it all needs to be replaced. It's all going because of the fact that it's wearing down. 30 seconds, okay. So anyways, our main thing is bringing economic development to this city and bringing more of educational opportunities here. When we do that, we'll be able to entice corporations from other parts of the country to be able to come down here because we have the best city, the best education, and the best atmosphere for them to be able to do business.
Swansky. I do agree that cutting costs was a necessity to save the city. One of the things I don't agree with, though, is how they went about it. That could be a 30-minute conversation. But I don't think it's just about cutting costs. I think it's also about bringing in revenue. Now, if 7% of our budget is through the residential tax or the state tax, we have to work on that. If that's your highest and best or income, you have to develop that. How do you develop that? You have to look at some ordinances that are in place that are over 50, 60 years old. Some that maybe not too many people are aware of is a 50-foot level of or height of construction on the barrier island. That's something I think we should look into. Other things are in our own neighborhoods. Try to redevelop some of the areas. I know that 441 is getting redeveloped, but that's all done through the private sector at this point in time, like the Walmart deal, who I just met with earlier today. And we need to attract more and more businesses, or business owners and landowners and developers that are willing to spend their own dime in the city that don't need city funds. And there's plenty of people out there, there's plenty of developers out there that want to get in here. Like I spoke with Albert today. He has another group of investors that are willing to come in and help bring some of our blighted areas to a more modern feel and look. And we need to work with them. It's not going to be as easy as I make it sound, but I'm willing to put in the hard work, and it comes down to a lot of negotiation, a lot of sitting down and working with them on variants and ordinances, and we can make that happen. It's just going to come down to putting the work and getting on board with helping the developers that have their own money to come in and spend their money. Thank you.
The question is right. Hollywood has the second highest tax rate in all of Broward County. Not only do we have the second highest tax rate, look at some of the fees that we pay. The fire rescue fees, development fees, etc. Our current commissioner says that we've cut spending. We're $38 million in debt last year. $38 million, more than 10% of our budget. Halfway through the fiscal year, when the city commission said they found out that we were $38 million in debt, our commissioner says, I was surprised to find that out. My question to you all is, how do you sit on the city commission and not know your city is $38 million in debt? Einstein defined insanity as doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different outcome. I think the way our budget's been run for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years fits into that definition. How do we improve the budget? We have to improve and expand the tax base in our city. We have to lower the tax rate so that we don't have the second highest ad valorem tax in this city. The only way to attract businesses is to make the cost of bringing a business to Hollywood cheaper than it is to bringing a business to other cities. Because businessmen are going to go where it's cheapest to do business. And if Hollywood isn't the cheapest to do business, we're not going to attract the new businesses. So we need to expand our tax base and lower our tax rates to make life easier on everybody in this room. Thank you.